I've got another LED light here that's not working. Now I climbed up the steps to get to this thing because it was mounted on the wall, and it was still hot. It was warm. Well, it was dispersing heat, so to speak. And I thought to myself, crap, what's going on there? So I just plugged it in here, and I got a little bit of flashy light here, then it dimmed. So clearly the element here, the LED itself, is gone, but I can't see how to get into it. So this might be a chucker, but we're going to have a look anyway. I hope it's not, because it'd be quite nice to have another one, to be fair. And they're quite good lights. I think there's about 50 watt on this. Is a 50 watt light. So first of all, we're going to just take off this cover here. Get the connections and see what's going on there. Where's my little dish? There's my little dish. Put these screws in there, but I think it's going to be a scrapper. It looks to me that it's the screen bonded on. Now, I might be able to, if it's done with a hot melt type glue, like for instance what they use to glue the screens on to mobile phones, I might be able to heat it up and release it that way. I might. And then I should be able to replace the actual light in there. I'm just hoping. I've got my doubts though. I've got my doubts. There's a distinct possibility I might break the glass, which I don't want to do because there'll be glass everywhere. If it's a scrap, it's a scrapper. But you've got to have a look in here, a bit of investigation. So if you see any of these IP65 waterproof lights, that glass there is just not going to be tempered, so it'd be like heat treated glass. If I don't get this right, it's just going to go shattered little tiny bits. These things are sent to try. That they are. But we're going to have a fiddle anyway. I like to fiddle. Or tinker, so to speak. Tinker. Having a bit of a tinker in Tinker's lab. Tinker in the morning. Oh, crikey. I'm looking at this. And there is the connection. It's just literally four. One of them goes to the case, to earth the case. I can see in here, that one there, the earth. And the other's obviously connected to that element, which will have its own little circuit board, probably. And I can see the back of the glass here, for which is bonded on. But what kind of glue is that? Let's see if we can warm it up. Otherwise, it like I say, it's a scrapper. Right, let's heat it up and see what happens. I've got a spludger there, a bit bent up. I'll probably do a new one actually. I'll get a whole load of them. Let's warm this up and see whether or not I can get that under it. There's a lip on here on the edge here. It's not going to be very helpful. I've got my doubts. Put it in the oven, warm it up, couldn't I? I've got no blow heater over there, actually. I could paint strip one. Maybe that'd be better. Let's get me the cameras. Da, 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 da. Can I get this behind it? Oh, I got my doubts. Is it going to warm up and release, or is it a glue that won't? It's very tempting to get a screwdriver, jam it in there, and lever it, and see what happens. Very tempting. I might end up doing it. Blimey, what have we got that I could use as a lever? No, that's just going to shatter all these splintering it by doing that. This isn't going to work, is it? No, I think this is going to be a scrapper. Just splintering all the edge of the glass. Now, I suppose if I was that worried, if I thought it was worth salvaging and then installing a new LED, which I've got one around it somewhere, not right size one, I would. Oh, hang on. There's one here. That's not the right size, so if I could salvage this, I would, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Why they got to make things that just throw away? You know, all that effort to build this thing, it hasn't lasted very long, and they just make it just impossible to fix. So you could cut that off all the way around, then maybe you might then get something behind it like that. And I don't know how much of that is actually mounted onto the metal. Not a lot, I don't think, actually. Maybe it would make more sense. I think this here, well, I can actually get my finger in. I'll get that at last chance saloon. I got my dates. I could easily bond it back on, couldn't I? You know, you could use some PU glue or some, PU mastic, polyurethane, stuff they use to stick windscreens in with. And it depends on where it's going to go. If it's going to be indoors, which this probably would be actually. Oh, it's getting hot. I can feel it on the other side. I've got a feeling that this is not. Ah, ow, 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 it's hot! Look at hot! That wasn't my intention to burn this up. No. Ouch. Ow. Nah, that's not giving up. That's not a heat. Nope, that's probably actually has been stuck in with a PU glue. So, if you think you're going to replace the LED in one of these lights without destroying it, or maybe cutting the back off, which would destroy it, and then you could use it for inside, I suppose. But as an outdoor light, I don't think you're going to. I can't see how you're going to get it out. There ain't no screw fixing. It's not like the last one I did, which I managed to unscrew it all and take it all apart, and I could get to it. But this one is a no. So I do apologise. I think that was going to have to go in the bin. And I don't like putting things in the bin. Yeah, for recycling. No. Damn it. Toodaloo.